In this week's Inside Commerce newsletter video, we're going to look at the importance of automating customer ticketing so that you're less reliant on manual processes for setting up tickets in customer service tools like a Gorgias, a Zendesk, when you need to take actions based on specific events. So these modern customer service tools are really, really powerful at being able to use macros and rules to create tickets that automatically get assigned to specific users and then trigger processes and workflows within the business. And the modern approach is to avoid people needing to respond to an event in one system and then go and manually create the ticket in the customer service and ticket solution. Join those systems up through data connectivity. So I'm going to talk through some examples of flows that have either come up in projects I worked on or flows that we advise people to use, and flows that I know were very, very useful and can help cut out manual effort. So there are lots of different systems that could be involved in the connectivity. And this fundamentally, it's an e-commerce platform, a customer services tool, and then other third-party specialist tools like reviews platforms, loyalty tools, etc. So some of the ones I'm going to talk about are based on a stack. For example, Shopify's ecom platform, Gorgias's customer ticketing solution, Akendo for reviews, Klaviyo for email, eCRM. So let's look at 5 or 6 of these flows. They're also in the newsletter. I've listed out a table to show you how some of these flows could work from a trigger point of view. First one is being able to respond to low ratings in reviews. So if somebody's left a 1 or a 2-star review, want to be able to follow up on this. And this is really important for all brands, but for premium brands specifically, where 1 or 2 stars can have a quite significant impact because potentially you're not getting the same volume of reviews that you do in like mass market retailers. So you want to turn detractors into fans, and you want to leave a negative review with a positive outcome. And also you want to identify issues that could be used to improve other parts of the business that are leading to these low reviews. For example, product quality issues, for example, or delivery issues. So the trigger would be a 1 or 2-star review is left. That in systems such as Akendo, that 1-star review, 1 or 2-star review, then sends a prompt to create the ticket. You can assign it to a specific person within the customer service ticketing as well. But being proactive rather than expecting somebody to go through the actual reviews platform itself, see when you've got a low quality review, and then go into the customer service side and do follow-ups with that. Next bit is following up abandoned baskets for high value orders, or it could be VIP abandoned baskets. So the traditional thing with abandoned baskets is you'll get an email that goes out, maybe an SMS if you're using it as well, an hour after the abandonment. You then usually get 1 24 hours later. Sometimes people do 3 and go up to 48 hours. But what you want to do is you want to create a ticket that is, say, for example, your last abandonment email is 24 hours after the abandonment. Set a delayed flow that pushes through a ticket request 48 hours after the abandonment, and do that on orders. For example, £500 or more could be the threshold. One of the brands I'm working with, £500 or more are the orders where the telesales lead proactively follows up and manages it with customers. At the moment, it's a manual process. In the new world, we will automatically create the ticket in Gorgias to then prompt that person to do the follow-up. Next thing could be around backorder delays, where you have a backorder date against products, and you have people on Notify Me. The ability to manage that more proactively rather than just sending the customer an email. Perhaps you want to do more intervention stuff. You want to manage the customers, especially if it's a small number of customers and it's an important product, or it's VIP customers. So to be able to push that ticket to let you know that this delay is happening. Again, it's about proactive prompting rather than being reactive to changes. Another one is about customers who've made multiple returns in the past X days. So this could be more than one return in the last 30 days, or it could be more than two, more than three, whatever your standard frequency is, an average returns rate, setting a threshold to make sure that this is triggered from a customer level. Obviously, the customer account has order history. The customer account has order statuses. When those order statuses go into returned, refunded, have a ticket, that will then prompt a customer service person to review the customer account. Like, returns is a hot topic. The returns is a cost to the business, and retailers are always trying to find out how they can improve their return strategy to minimise loss, whilst also providing a good overall customer service. And it could be that this simply prompts people to do an outreach to the customer to find out what the problem was. Is it an exceptional issue? Is it a one-off, or is this going to be a repeat problem? And this might even help identify returns abuse as well. Another one is flagging new high-value orders. So where you have like a VIP service of wanting to give people an extra level of service when they're spending over a threshold. Perhaps it's over £1,000. For a high-end premium, that's going to be potentially like a £10,000 plus order. Flag that to a agent so that you can put in a value add service to those customers. That could be a simple outreach, a call. It could be more proactive management and setting expectations of deliveries, whatever those customer service touch points might be. Another good one is around balance payments. So, some retailers take deposits, and then there's a balance payment to pay. Deposit can be upfront, maybe the balance payments after delivery, or it's a set amount of time in the future, or for a pre-order item, you take the deposit, then the balance is due before shipment, where you can store the payment due date against on order. So, for example, in Shopify, you can have a custom order meta field where you push that due date in, the ability to then create a flow which detects that meta field, then needs to put a conditional check. Basically, for example, you want to send a reminder to the customer maybe 3 days before payment's due. You need a loop to check through and find all of the orders that have a meta field date that is a payment date that is 3 days from now, and then that triggers the ticket to say, right, do the follow-up with the customer. So there are really nice examples for how you can use automated flows to generate customer service tickets, to proactively manage people's work queues and prioritize important tasks that you want to deliver, and reduce people's reliance on manual processes, spreadsheets, etc., which are prone to error. So I hope that's been useful. I hope the spreadsheet view in the newsletter is good as well. Do let me know. I'd love to know what creative, interesting uses of automated flows for customer service ticketing that you are working on.